seen the thumbnail, this Premier League is very crucial for deciding the season, and I really believe it. For the title race, for even the relegation battle, this week is really important, but especially for the title race and so many other races like Champions League qualification, Europa League qualification, Conference League qualification. This is a massive week. So we are going to discuss each and every fixture in detail. So hit the like, subscribe, and let me know your opinion and comment a prediction in the comment section, because your support really means a lot. Coming into the early kickoff on Saturday, Manchester United vs Everton at Old Trafford. Both sides need a win really badly. For United to keep their minimum hopes of Champions League qualification alive, for Everton to get far away from the relegation zone. And coming on to Manchester United, yes, they lost to Manchester City in a bit of a disappointing way. But to be honest, people are angry at the setup Erik Ten Hag used. But that's the best they could have done. No Højlund, no Lisandro, no Luke Shaw, and the gulf between both clubs is big. But these are the sort of matches Everton at home they need to be winning to keep the Champions League hopes alive. And on Erik Ten Hag, I've always said for me he should be doing a better job. But again, sacking managers is not the solution. Have a philosophy, have a process, and then decide. Ineos, if they decide to sack Ten Hag at the end of the season, even as a neutral looking at it, I'll say fair enough. But again, there has to be a plan and there has to be understanding, and United fans will overall need to be patient in the future as well. But coming first of all now on the opponents, Everton. Now with Everton, the same problem you saw with West Ham. Beto missed a penalty. Areola made some good saves, but again, Everton are struggling to score goals, and that is the biggest problem. Calvert-Lewin can't score a goal, Beto can't score a goal, and all is dependent on McNeil and Doucouré to get them the goals, and that is a problem. We know Everton are going to come to Old Trafford. They're trying to park the bus and attack on the counter, Sean Dyche, and we know they're capable of getting a result. But in this match, I just don't know how Everton are going to get a goal. I can see them get something from a set piece or something, but except Doucouré or McNeil, I can't see them offering much threat. I can see Manchester United handle their attack overall really well. I can see a 2-1 victory for Manchester United, and I can see a United doing a late mirror in this game and getting the job done and the important 3 points. Coming on to the next game, Bournemouth against Sheffield United. Now, Sheffield United have been an absolute disappointment. They have been really poor in the league, and that's being very kind. They've been really, really poor, and they're traveling to Bournemouth away, or overall a good attacking side, and they will love this match to overall get back on form. They got a big victory at Burnley away, another poor team, and now it's about continuing the form. And even in this match, looking at Sheffield, they have some injuries as well. They don't have the quality. I just can't see nothing but a 3-1 Bournemouth win, comfortable win. They have too many good attackers, Tavernier, Solanke, and I think they have too much quality to beat Sheffield United at home. Coming on to the next game, and people, I'm telling you, this is going to be a very tasty match, and this is a lot on the line. Fulham and Wolves can still qualify for the Europa Conference League, and at Molineux Stadium, where Wolves are really strong. This is a really, really good match. Both sides have a bit of same problem. Sometimes they can score a lot of goals, but sometimes they don't take their chances. Fulham thrashed Brighton 3-0 in the last game week. On the other hand, Wolves have been getting the win. They lost to Newcastle 3-0, but they still are overall a very good side. And Gary O'Neill is doing a fantastic job, and Marco Silva is doing a fantastic job. But in this match, they have no Hwang, they have no Matheus Cunha, and I just don't know how they're going to get the goals without them. While Fulham are coming on good form, Wolves always offer you spaces, and Muniz, Willian, I think Harry Wilson is a very great form, playing really well. I just see that injury to Hwang and Cunha could be massive, and I can see Fulham getting a 2-1 victory in this game at Molineux and keeping their Conference League hope alive. Now coming on to the next fixture, and Arsenal right now are playing one of the best football, I will say, even in the world, let alone in the Premier League. They are playing fantastic. And see, I'm a Chelsea fan. A neutral is not something I would really like to say, but Arsenal are absolutely sensational. They're scary. They're playing really well. And I've been saying on this channel, I've always said they will finish above Liverpool respectfully. I have a lot of respect for Liverpool as well. But for me, Arsenal are just a fantastic side. And the fixture list that was looking after the defeat for them at Fulham, I said, calm down with Arteta and everything. Give it time. We'll see after this fixtures how Arsenal look. And wow, man, they are playing scintillating football, controlled, defensively strong. I will see them beat Porto as well in the next leg, and all the negativity will go away. They play Brentford side at home, who have no Pinnock, who have no Ben Mee in defense, no Brand and Mbeumo for creativity. I just can't see nothing but another destructive win for Arsenal. I don't see 4 or 5 or 6 goals here, but I can see a comfortable 3-1 with Brentford in the end getting a goal, but Arsenal being too strong and continuing their stride and most probably being top of the league at the end of this game week. This Premier League game week has been everyone is waiting for Liverpool against Manchester City. But this is another match we are missing. Aston Villa versus Tottenham. Aston Villa have 5 points above Tottenham in the league, but Tottenham have a game in hand. And with nobody still knows that will the 5th place be awarded to the Champions League, this game has a lot on stake. Aston Villa were going through a bad form, but now they found their form again, getting the victories, playing well again, getting the goals. Ollie Watkins, absolutely world-class, and should be talked about more along with Ivan Toney. While Tottenham Hotspur, Again, this season, they had some injury crisis, but again, they came back and doing really well. Yes, in between, they've dropped points, but you saw against Crystal Palace, they go 1-0 down. There's a spirit under Ange Postecoglou. They play some absolutely beautiful football, and they never give up. Son, Maddison, Vladimir Romero, all up fit now. And Pedro Porro should most probably be back for this game. Udogie is there as well. The two proper fullbacks are back, and this is going to be a tasty match. While for Aston Villa, we know they have the centre-back crisis, but still, their Pau Torres is there. Konsa is back. And we still know they have no Kamara, but Luiz, McGinn, they have still a lot of quality. And we know Ollie Watkins, behind the high press of Tottenham, is got to be tasty. While Aston Villa also play a high line and Son behind them, I just can see a 2-2 draw in this game. Both sides are going to go for it. Both sides are going to play good football. Ange Postecoglou is not going to change for one game. He believes in his philosophy. And I just can see a 2-2 draw. Aston Villa in recent times have not been that dominant at home, but this is a match they're going to be up for. And I can see an end-turning 2-2 draw with both sides being satisfied, with Tottenham still being in the race for Champions League qualification, and Villa being happy with the draw as well and still having a 5-point lead over Tottenham Hotspur. Now coming on to the next game, Brighton against Nottingham Forest, and this is a really tasty one because if Anthony Elanga, and I really like him as a player, if he took his chance against Liverpool, they might have even got the 3 points. Nottingham Forest and Nuno have been really good. On counter-attack, the threat of Evinui, Elanga, Hudson-Odoi, Morgan Gibbs-White, they're a very good team on the counter, and we know these are the type of teams Brighton don't love to play. Brighton have their own injury problems, no Solly Marsh, no Mitoma, so attackingly they've been struggling. They played a reserve team in the Premier League last game against Fulham for the preparation of the Europa League, and they lost really badly to Roma. So I think losing them 4-0 now, the tie is over, and De Zerbi still knows that in the league, they still can qualify for the Europa League, and they need to give their all now. And in this match, I can see Brighton play their full strength, come with anger to get the 3 points. But again, I can see Nuno play a good defensive setup and counter with the players Elanga, Hudson-Odoi, Morgan gives Evinui, and this is why I can see an entertaining 2-2 draw in this game. We know Nottingham Forest are not really great defensively. Even if there's no João Pedro, Ivan Ferguson is there. The threat of Estupinan. You still have some very quality players like Buonanotte there who can do some great things. You've got Adingra, Fati, and Pascal Gross. So I can see Brighton get goals, but Forest will also get goals. So I'm going with Brighton 2, Forest 2. Coming on to the next match, West Ham against Burnley, and respectfully, even looking at this picture, see we know surprises can happen, but West Ham are overwhelming favourites and should most probably win this game. They found their form, won 2 games in a row. Yes, they lost a Europa League match in between against a good Freiburg side, but overall, Paqueta is back now. They play a Burnley side who cannot defend. Bournemouth was a good chance to get the victory and fight for relegation, but right now they don't even look interested respectfully. And I can just see West Ham absolutely destroying Burnley defense, getting the 2 goals, and they're nicely resting for the next game. They've got him in midweek against Freiburg. While Burnley, I don't see much goals in the team as well, and I can just see a straightforward 2-0 win and 3rd win on the bounce for West Ham now and for David Moyes. I criticized them, but these are the sort of matches they had to win, and now they're winning. I still believe the football they play in the future, they should be doing better because that's going to be more sustainable. But in the cup competitions and still in the most games, it's working, and they still are having an absolute wonderful season. So in this match, I'm going with West Ham 2, Burnley 0. I wasn't lying when I said to you at the start of the video that this Premier League game week is the most crucial game week to decide the season, and I told you there are many matches which could decide so many aspects of the Premier League table, and this is one of them. This could decide the relegation battle. Crystal Palace against Luton Town. Now Crystal Palace are 8 points above Luton Town, but Luton Town have a game in hand, and if they can win this fixture, Crystal Palace could be dragged back in the relegation battle, and Luton have a game in hand as well when they play Bournemouth in the next game week. For Luton Town, I've been so impressed with them. I will love for them to stay, but I think if they don't win these 2 matches, it's most probably tough for them to survive. For Crystal Palace, if they win this game, I think it's most probably job done. But if they lose this game, this is going to become tasty. Now, under new manager, they got a victory against Burnley, but then they lost to Tottenham, but they put a good display. But again, Olise is not there. Attackingly, a lot depends on Eze. They're still not very clinical, but defensively, they still have Anderson and Ngui. But again, they have been also conceding goals. Luton play good football. They have been really attacking in recent weeks, but they're giving goals away. At St. James Park, they went and they scored 4 goals. So even away from home, they can play well, but they do concede a lot of goals in recent weeks. And they don't have Adebayor as well in this game, so that could be a blow. But again, Luton Town never give up, and that's an inspiration. And this is why I can see this game a 2-2 draw. Now, Palace are not a very clinical team, but in this game, Luton will offer spaces, and Palace will find goals in front of the home fans. But Luton Town will never give up. Doughty putting some crosses in. It won't be easy to handle. And at some point, we know Luton will get the goals as well. They keep on getting the goals in every game if you see in recent weeks. So I'm going with Crystal Palace 2, Luton 2. A much good result for Palace, but this is still going to be a very, very big game for deciding relegation battle and where it goes. Now coming on to the most tastiest fixture, the big fixture of this league, Liverpool against Manchester City. The title race is really heating up. It's absolutely beautiful and it's going to be an absolutely amazing match between two amazing sides. But I think I'm going to make a statement which people will be surprised. But I think this match is more important for Manchester City because looking at the fixture list of Liverpool and City still have to play Arsenal just after the break at home, who are right now playing the best football in the league and you can say one of the best football in the world. I think for City, this match is really important. And for Liverpool, if they draw this match and looking at the fixture list, I can see Liverpool try to go on and win the league. Yes, they have no Trent, yes, they have no Alisson, but Mo Salah is back. Connor Bradley is playing really well. But for Manchester City now, John Stones is back and it's a really tight match. Now, looking at the Manchester City previous matches, the high line, they really do give chances. And see, Liverpool are not Chelsea, Liverpool are not United. Mo Salah, Luis Diaz, you've got Darwin Núñez, they're going to take their chances. They're going to be very, very good. While on the other hand, Kevin De Bruyne, Haaland, Bernardo Silva, Liverpool also do give chances away. And this is why I can just see a 2-2 draw. When this sides have always played in a big game, it's been tight. City won 2-1 in 2018-19 season. But on, I believe, 2021-22 season, it was 2 draws, 2-2. And I can just see a 2-2 draw. Both has cancelled each other out and getting a draw. Not disappointed, but Liverpool being the more happier side. Now coming on to the last fixture of this game, you can see my face here. It's Chelsea against Newcastle. Being a Chelsea fan myself, I don't know what to say about this fixture. It's a very, very big one for us because I think if we don't win this fixture, the toxicity in the fan base is going to go just to another level. But now with no Levy Colwill, no Ben Chilwell, nobody knows the fitness status of Marco Kurella. Is he ready to play match? We might not even have a left back and we might play Disasi at right back, Gusto as left back, Silva at a left centre back role, and then again and again Chalobah at the right centre back. Attackingly, to be really honest, if you see Chelsea and Newcastle side, you might have more combined 11 players of Newcastle, Gordon, Isak, Bruno Guimaraes. You got players like Botman, Fabian Schär, Trippier or Livramento. I think they are a much better side than us if you look on the paper, but the away form has not been good and they've not been performing well in the league. And right now, to be really honest, attackingly, if you look at us right now, Sterling is not really consistent. You go on to Jackson, you don't know what to expect from Jackson. He always plays well, but the goals are not a guarantee. And Cuckoo is injured and all is dependent on Cole Palmer. So this is why looking at this picture, it's a really tight one to predict. For Newcastle, they can win this game and be even more closer to United and Europa League spot. For us, if we lose this game, the Premier League is over. It's all on FA Cup or nothing. If we can win this fixture, Conference League hope is alive and we can get near to Manchester United. And if we can beat Manchester later in the season, we can get Europa League football by just a league. And the toxicity in the fan base will be on another level. This is why we need to win the game, but I just can't see us win it. But why I'm seeing a draw in this game, what Eddie Howe did in the Carabao Cup game, he went defensive away from home. He threw the game away and it really helped us. I just say in this game, Newcastle trying to be too careful and it plays into our hand. And both sides being defensive, and that is why I can see a 1-1 draw in this game. These are my prediction, people. Please like, please subscribe and support the channel. Thank you. Wishing you the best. Thank you.